What's going on, guys? Mike Rama here, founder of Brands Meet Creators. And in this video, I'm going to be diving into the hidden ROI of TikTok Shop and exactly why the top brands on TikTok, they understand this hidden ROI. They understand how to measure correctly on TikTok. And that's why they are pouring money into the platform. These are the brands that you look at and you go, how is that profitable? How are they doing this? And it's because they understand the true measurement of TikTok Shop. Let's jump on in. All right, so if you're new to this channel, over the last 6 months, our TikTok agency has generated over 64 million in GMV, 750,000 shoppable videos, over 3.4 billion views. We have an agency, a platform, and a creator community. And on this channel, I share insights, what I'm seeing working, and basically anything that I find interesting. All right, so TikTok Shop, the hidden ROI. Let's get into it. I want to walk through a quick example just for the sake of today's video, setting the stage. Let's say you're ready to go all in on TikTok. You invest 50,000 into TikTok Shop creators. Maybe half of that is purely into the creator, the other half, GMV Max, Spark Ads, whatever. And month one, you get $30,000 in directly attributable GMV coming back to you from those creators. On paper, you're looking at it, terrible decision, right? Terrible decision. But let's dive in. Let's see where there might be some hidden ROI in this situation. I'm going to be going over the ROI over time, the halo effect from TikTok to other platforms, paid to organic, and building a content machine. So first off, let's talk about ROI over time. So in that example, you put 50,000 into creators. The first month, you got 30,000 back. One thing to note is that the shelf life of these videos might be longer than you actually think. So these charts are coming from another analysis I did. If you haven't seen the State of TikTok Shop 2025 report, check that out. I'll see if I can link it somewhere on this video. But two charts I'm showing here. First one is GMV contribution by video percentile bucket. Basically what this means is that the top 1% of videos, they earn almost all of the GMV, right? The top 1% of videos earn 80% of the GMV. All right, now what we're showing in the blue chart is a daily snapshot from all of our agency data. This was back on April 10th. I just looked at all of the data from April 10th, all of the GMV that's coming in. And what it shows is that about a quarter of all the GMV on that given day, right? It was an arbitrary random day. A quarter of the GMV came from videos that were 3 months old. And when we broke it down, we found that it's almost always these top performing videos that typically generate long tail GMV, right? They keep generating GMV month over month. And so that's the first thing to consider is if you get some of these top 1% videos, the ones that really break the noise, these things can run for months. So just going back to our scenario here, you put 30,000 into creators or 50,000 into creators, you get 30,000 back in that first month. If you have some of these top videos, those things are going to run. They're going to convert for months and months and months, especially if you got GMV Max on, you're running some Spark Ads on there. So that's typically the first hidden bucket of ROI is a lot of this compounds. And even if you turn the machine off, you're still going to get that ROI. You're still going to get those videos coming in. Let's talk about the Amazon halo effect. Always get questions around this. Always people are looking for more insights. Hey, if I'm doing X on TikTok, what spillover am I going to get on to Amazon? Now let's just talk through like a user journey here. Someone's scrolling TikTok, they see a product. There's going to be a percentage of those people that actually don't purchase it right there. Maybe when they're on Amazon next week, they go get it. Or maybe immediately they're like, yeah, I want it. I got a Prime account. Let me just go here to get free 2-day shipping. Now, I will say, the halo from TikTok to Amazon, it is declining. It's not what it was 6 months ago, in 2024, because more users are now getting more familiar with TikTok Shop, right? The percentage of people that actually buy on TikTok is increasing. So this is actually something I expect to continue to decline. Not because I think the TikTok performance is going down, but what's going to happen is you're going to start to see more that are directly attributable. Whereas before, you might have 100 people that purchased the product and 50 of them did it on Amazon, 50 did it on TikTok. I think now it's going to be 75 are doing it on TikTok, 25 on Amazon. So I actually expect this Amazon halo to continue to decline. Now, with that being said, here's how I want to take a look at the halo effect. So little analysis here just to paint a picture of like what this might look like for your brand, and then we can get into some more specific numbers. Little analysis I did with ChatGPT, so take these numbers with a grain of salt. But almost 120 million monthly TikTok users in the US. Now, according to ChatGPT, this was a 2024 forecast. So again, this portion of it is going to be growing. Percent of users that buy on TikTok Shop, 43% of all US monthly TikTok users, 43% buy on TikTok Shop. That itself, that was kind of surprising to me. I thought that number would be smaller, but this is going to grow over time. Now, let's take a look at the other side of that coin. So the users that do not buy on TikTok Shop, about 66 million. Percentage of those that buy on Amazon, 80%. That leaves you with 53 million Americans that use TikTok, but they don't buy on TikTok, but they do buy on Amazon. Those are prime targets for this halo effect. Now, I will expect, like I said, this number right here, this 51 million, continuing to go up, which this is kind of the inverse of that. So this is going to go down. That impact will start declining, but the impact is still massive. It's still there. I would expect it to go down over time, though. So that's another place where your directly attributable GMV is not actually showing up, right? You are going to get this spillover to Amazon. It's not even just Amazon too. D2C, if you're one of these brands, the Goalies of the world that are in store, you're going to get the lift over there as well. It's probably why you see Goalie, we'll get to it on this next slide. Probably why you see companies like Goalie just pouring money into TikTok because they know the real measurements. They know, okay, if they're losing money on TikTok, they see that spillover when someone's in CVS and they're looking at Goalie ashwagandha versus other ashwagandha, and they've seen Goalie 17 times on TikTok. They are probably measuring this real spillover, which leads me to this next slide right here. This company, Phospha, I'm not associated with them at all. They reached out to me the other day, and I found it fascinating. They essentially do like MMM, right? Marketing mix modeling, which that was the first thing that I did right out of college. It's kind of where my career started. Worked up in New York, big MMM firm. What this like type of study does is it allows you to measure the marketing impact onto sales for things that are not like last click attribution, right? So for example, someone scrolling on their phone, they see a product, cool, then they go and they buy it in store, right? You can't measure that online. TikTok ads not going to be able to measure that. Amazon, these other platforms, they're not going to be able to measure that. That's exactly what MMM aims to solve, is the like non-attributable purchases. So this was super relevant and interesting to me because I did this for a couple of years. I was a math major and then just started working at one of these MMM firms. So when these guys reached out to me, I was diving into their stuff, and across the board, what they are seeing with clients is that TikTok is just being criminally underreported. Not that it's even underreported, it's just that so many people buy off platform. So I'll just read a couple of these little screenshots here. Here was a specific brand. The data revealed a staggering truth. TikTok's ROAS was 24 times higher than the last click measurements that were indicated. That's wild. I would not expect that for most brands. 24 times is insane, but it's just interesting to see that, there are some out there that have a crazy halo impact. Here's another one down here. The numbers were even more striking for TikTok, with Phospha attributing 9.5x more conversions to TikTok than what last click attribution identified. Here's another one. This revealed that TikTok Shop drove 29% higher ROAS than was previously measurable. That's kind of more in line with what I would expect, something like a 20 to 30% bump on these other platforms. But yeah, not associated with these guys at all. Just found their work super interesting, super relevant. All right, let's get into the next hidden ROI, what I'm calling it. It's that paid actually leads to more organic. When you think about other platforms, right? Let's talk YouTube for a minute. When you're running paid on YouTube, you're going to see that enhances your organic, right? These two are like symbiotic, they play off of each other. You're making a bunch of YouTube videos and then you're running YouTube ads, right? They're going to have like some synergies there where someone they saw you on organic and then they see you on paid. Okay, there's a higher trust and you might get some boost in results because you're running both at the same time. With TikTok Shop, paid, not only is it like synergistic, it actually leads to more organic, right? Like imagine if you're running YouTube ads and like, oh, the more YouTube ads you run, like the more YouTube videos that get posted, right? Like it doesn't make sense on other platforms, but this is what's happening on TikTok. And so it's the snowball effect. It's the flywheel effect that everybody talks about. Let me walk you through in simple terms exactly how this works, right? So if you turn on GMV Max, right? When I say paid, turn on GMV Max, turn on Spark Ads. That's going to ultimately get you more videos posted. If you go and you pay content creators, so this initial example we had, hey, I'm going to put 50 grand in the content creators this month. And with that, I'm going to get 500 videos, whatever it is. You purchasing that content will lead to more content coming in. You have one viral video. So let's say you put 50 grand, you're going to get 1,000 videos created for you. One of them goes viral. Maybe two of them goes viral. I got a screenshot of just like a random viral video here. Guy makes a video. He's doing it for this shirt and it gets, 58,000 likes, probably 5 million views. Not only is this driving sales, not only is this driving GMV, this video, you're going to wake up the next day, you're going to go into your TikTok dashboard, and you are going to have hundreds of sample requests. Creators seeing this video, because not only are buyers watching this video, TikTok Shop affiliates are watching this video, and they go, oh, he's crushing it with this. This guy probably just made 50 grand in commissions. Yep, let me go get the sample. I'm going to make a video like this. So you're going to wake up to hundreds of sample requests. So this one viral video, it's going to lead to hundreds of other videos as well. So not only does paid enhance organic like these other platforms, but paid leads to more organic. So let's go back. Where was it? You invest 50,000 into TikTok Shop creators, you get 500 videos, 1,000 videos, whatever number you want. You get 30 grand back that month. Let's say one of those videos, because we know right here, Pareto principle, top 1% drives 80%. Realistically, what's going on here is probably one video did like at least half of this. Let's call it this video, just for the sake of this. This video is going to get you maybe just as many videos as you purchased in month one are now coming to you organically because people see that what you're doing is working. These people are earning commissions. Like you're just going to wake up to hundreds of sample requests from this. So paid leads to more organic content. That's another massively underrated hidden ROI in this TikTok Shop ecosystem is the more you pour into it, the more you're going to just pick up these affiliates for free. All right, here's a massive one. Another hidden ROI of TikTok Shop. If you look at any of these brands on TikTok Shop, any of the top ones, and you go to the Facebook ads library, you're going to see all of the ads that they're running are just the TikToks. They just copy not even copy them. It's like they just get the usage rights for them. Cool, download it, upload over there. And that's what's going to be the top converting on Meta. So you are also getting content that's going to fuel paid performance on all other platforms. All right, so check this out. I'm in the Facebook ads library, Meta ads, whatever you want to call it. And I typed in Halara. They're like a top 10 brand. We'll go through a couple. You go through and the vast majority of videos on here, it's just the TikToks. You get some of these statics, but then it's like, look at this. They're just TikToks. That's what these brands are running as ads. Mary Ruth's, same thing. TikTok. Looks like a split screen of two different TikToks next to each other. That's pretty much what you're going to get across the board here. Another top brand, Goalie. Okay, TikTok. Like it's even the TikTok font. TikTok. So going back, let's go back to our example. You put 50 grand into creators month one, you get 30,000 back in directly attributable GMV. You're going to get the spillover on to Amazon. You're going to get probably just as much content that you paid for in month one. You're going to get that for free with just the sample cost in month two. But also, you're getting 500 videos that you can test on Meta, any other platform out there. Now, it's not always the case, right? You technically just can't take a creator's video and then go run it on Meta because you don't own that video. But check this out. I debated sharing this in this video because it's not finished yet, and I don't like talking about stuff before it's finished. But coming very soon, likely by the time you're seeing this, we will have pushed this update. What we're rolling out to our platform is that when you go and you hire creators, right? Let's say you do want to put 50 grand into hiring creators. You're like, hey, I need 1,000 videos posted next month. We're going to have a feature in our platform where you are going to basically just check a box and you're going to get the usage rights from these creators, where you go ahead and you can take every single purchased video from our platform and upload them directly into Meta, into other platforms, because they will be your asset. So not only are you getting the GMV from TikTok, but you are building the content machine, the content flywheel that is going to drive results on other platforms. So just a quick rundown on our platform. We give brands the ability to dial up this content lever, right? I'm a huge believer in TikTok Shop right now and how it's impacting the entire ecosystem. And I see the need for brands to just want to go in and say, hey, I need 2,000 videos this month. I need an extra 1,000 videos this month. Our platform aims to make that as simple as possible, right? You do not have the hassle of managing all of these creators, all this like cold DM process and like the negotiations in the TikTok DMs, and then getting them into your Discord, into these systems, and tracking all of the posting, managing the payouts, analyzing who's working for you and optimizing that team. And so coming soon, you will be able to take all of your content that you have purchased from here, likely by the time this video is out, and then import it into Meta and other platforms. So you can start to capitalize on some of this hidden ROI of TikTok Shop. If you guys are interested in getting access, you want like a full demo, I won't do it in this video, but somewhere linked below, we'll have the demo video of the platform, and then you guys can book a call if you are interested in working with our team. I hope you guys found this one super valuable. I'll see you guys on the next video.